Alright guys, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to yet another episode. So the plan for tonight is, it's going to be a night flight. We're going to be taking off here in about 15 minutes. Going out over the central United States, meeting up with a couple B-2 bombers. We'll give them some fuel and then come back to Rickenbacker, where me and Adam will do a couple touch goes and call it a night. So you guys all know me, so I'll introduce you to the rest of the crew. So we got Adam over here. He's our co-pilot for the night. I believe he used to be prior maintenance, right?
Yeah.
You worked on tankers?
I did.
And then he worked his butt off, was able to be selected for pilot training, and he's been with us for, what, about a year?
Yep, about a year.
Okay. So in the back here we got Hannah. I think you guys actually met her a couple videos ago. But she is the main boob operator for tonight. She is getting some training on refueling heavy aircraft. So she actually used to be, she just told me this, she used to be a bartender in Fairborn, which is kind of interesting, I think. And then way in the back there, we got Van. I believe you guys might have met him too. He just got back from Altus, Oklahoma. That's where everybody goes to upgrade to instructor. So he is a brand new instructor boom, and also he is a part-time sheriff's deputy. So Van, you got any fun stories you want to share about working in the jail?
Definitely not.
All right. So that's the crew. Hopefully we'll check back in with you when we're cruising out to the air refueling track. Guys, checking in, we're at our cruising altitude of 28,000 feet. We've got about an hour and 10 minutes till we meet up with the B-2s. As you can see, the weather is beautiful this evening. So I want to attempt to give you guys kind of a bastardized tour of the KC-135 cockpit and what all we're looking at up here. All right, so I'll start off with our main instruments. So this is our airspeed indicator. It's telling us what our indicated airspeed is. So it's 254 right now, which that is different than the ground speed that we're actually doing over the ground, which is 348. I've got the throttles pulled back quite a bit because we took off a little bit early and we don't want to get to our meetup point too much farther ahead than the bombers. This center instrument is the ADI, so it basically tells us what our attitude is in relation to the horizon. So right now you can see we're pretty much wings level. The blue would be going up, brown would be going down. Down here is our HSI. It's basically telling us navigation stuff. It'll show our waypoints, our heading, our distance to the next waypoint, what the current wind is outside, and our Mach speed. This is our altimeter. Like I said, we're at 20,000 feet. This is our backup ADI. So if this main thing fails, we'll rely on this to let us know if we're going up or down. This is our main engine stack. So we have 4 engines. So the top row is our N1, and basically you can just think of that. It's kind of similar to what your RPM gauge will be telling you in your car or truck. Second row down is the EGT, exhaust gas temperature. Third row is the N2. That's basically just telling us the RPM of a different shaft inside the motor. Bottom rows are fuel flow, so those numbers are in pounds. So for example, our number 1 engine is burning about 2,100 pounds of fuel per hour. The bottom rows are oil gauges, so engine 1, oil pressure's 50 psi and the temperature's 95 degrees Celsius. G meter's down here in the corner, so we don't have to worry about the G meter a lot in the KC-135. We don't normally pull any Gs because we're big, fat, and slow. If that needle were to swerve over to the -1 or up into the 3 range, the wings would probably fall off. This is just a kind of another display of our navigation info. These are CDUs. These are how we program in the waypoints and tune in the radio frequencies. So maybe the most important part for the KC-135 other than the engines is our fuel panel. So you can see we got a total of 10 tanks. So we got 4 tanks, actually 6 tanks in the wings, 3 main body tanks, and then a tank up on our tail for a total of 10. And the numbers you see there are in thousands of pounds. So we have a grand total right now of 63,000 pounds. We're supposed to be giving the B2s 20,000 pounds. So we'll see what they need. And we'll come up top. So there's a lot of switches, a lot of things going on up here. Basically this top section deals with our pneumatics. Pneumatics are air. So we got our pressurization. We got some indicators that tells us if we have a bleed air leak. Moving down to the center, this is basically how we control our electrics. So we got 3 main generators that's providing us AC power. And then moving on down here to the lower center, we got our radio stacks. We got our light panel, and then our controls for our radar. That's about it. Hopefully that made a little bit of sense to you.
Check the split.
Thank you.
2-2, stable ready.
2-2, you're clear contact.
2-2.
Alright, 50 feet coming in.
Sigma 4446.
Roger.
Sensors out to 0155, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, and Arkansas. Available flight search room.
30. A little low. Feet. Feet.
Number 10 Papa Foxtrot, Kansas City Center, Roger. Cross Bramer at maintain 13,000. The Kansas City altimeter is 3006. Sub Air 35, contact Kansas City Center 134.5.
They're nice and stable.
Roger.
Line radial as requested.
And 636 negative. She did say she's backing out 50. Right?
Yeah, Van, when able, can you just confirm the altitude?
Cleared to Torio and rest de route. Climb and maintain level 230. Have a good evening, sir.
March Tornado, clear Torio flight plan route up to 230 at E63. Alright guys, I think this is going to wrap up this episode. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, do me a favor. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And go ahead and share with your family and friends. And until next time, America.